right, shall we begin?
Absolutely.
Okay, now good morning, esteemed guests, parents, and future Chula students.
And welcome to the 2024 Chulalongkorn University International Undergraduate Open House. My name is Suk Sotchun Suksomjit.
And my name is Saraswati Prengkyo, and we will be your MCs to guide you through each faculty the international program has to offer.
Absolutely. And first of all, we would like to formally welcome you all to the Chulalongkorn University Auditorium, where we will be going through every single international undergraduate programs that Chula has got to offer. So please stay tuned from this moment and up until 4 p.m. Our representatives from each programs will show you exactly what each faculty has got to offer so that you can decide on your perfect fit in this new chapter in your life.
That's right, because today's open house will begin with opening remarks by Dr. Ram Piaget, Director of Office of International Affairs and Global Network, followed by the topic of student exchange opportunity by Ms. Sukalin Wanakasemsan, Director on Division of Global Academic Affairs, Office of International Affairs and Global Network. Next, Mr. Ying Yi Longhu, Chula Unibody Ambassador, will present Unibody, where, before we jump right into the uniqueness that each faculty has to offer, the Chulalongkorn University Testing Center will show you the high school equivalency evaluation criteria for admissions of 2024.
That is absolutely right. And as for our agenda for today's event, it will be divided into two parts. First of all, after the opening remarks and the many opportunities surrounding international students, we will be focusing on the social sciences programs in our morning schedule, which will be in this exact order: Balak, BBA, BCM, EBA, Lbell, and PGS. The morning program will start at 9:30 a.m. and finishes at 11:30 for our lunch breaks. So in these sessions, lecturers and representatives from each programs will be giving us an inside look into their programs so that you can decide on your potential future here in Chula. So, Piangji ครับ what can we do after 11:30 during our 1 hour and a half break? Is there anything specific we can do in our event?
That's a great question, Nang Shun, because other than lunch, there's actually so much more to do alongside today's open house. As you may have already noticed on the way here, there are special exhibitions on each faculty around the Chulalongkorn Auditorium. Here, you can ask for pamphlets or chat with each faculty's special representatives one-on-one, just in case there are any other questions outside what the presentations today have to offer.
That is right. Very, very exciting. And exactly at 1 p.m., we will be seeing you all here once again for the afternoon sessions. Of course, if the social sciences faculties are not really your cup of tea, the sciences programs had prepared all the information you would need to decide on your future here in Chula. The programs of INDA, ComD, BSAC, BBTech, CHPE, ISE, JIP, BASI, and CU Medi will be coming up here to take us through their undergraduate programs in the afternoon sessions.
That's right, and for the lucky group of the first 1,000 people to come today, the university prepared a set of souvenirs just for you to take home. By the end of the open house, you will receive an exclusive CU Open House wristband, an official 2023 undergraduate prospectus containing detailed information of the university, and an adorable Chulalongkorn University tote bag.
Absolutely, and in which I have seen a lot of people have already. Very, very nice. And as a thank you for coming to our event, Chula International Undergraduate Open House 2024, and aside from the cute souvenirs and the programs in our main hall right here, there are also countless exhibitions that will be here for the whole day as well. And that is where we will be doing our best at giving you what you would need to become a part of Chula International Community. And once again, if you are interested in any programs that were presented up here in our main hall, you can find further information at their specific exhibits right beside our hall. So the sciences programs will be on my left-hand side, and the social sciences programs will be on my right-hand side. So both are beside the hall.
Hey, Nongchun,
Yes.
wasn't there a special event provided by BSAC and ISE?
Yes, there is. The great people from BSAC, the Bachelor of Science in Applied Chemistry, as well as the International School of Engineering, or ISE, had prepared special tours for you to take an inside look at their programs. These special campus tours by the two programs will be held on the 9, 10, and 11 a.m. If you had registered or are interested in the BSAC campus tour, you can go to their booth right beside our hall at the selected time. And as for ISE, you can head over to Building 3 of the engineering faculty at the selected time as well. And of course, you can ask for direction from the staff at their booth.
Absolutely, and I'm sure they have prepared quite a tour for all future students. And now, without further ado, please welcome our Chulalongkorn University introduction video to begin the day.
There's one university that has entered the second century of its establishment. Located in the heart of Bangkok's vibrant city, it features modern buildings that are blended with Thai traditional structures. Amidst the greenery,
There's one university that was awarded the first in Thailand for its pursuit of sustainability in life on land, and it was also ranked the 45th worldwide. There's one and only university in Thailand that was ranked the world's top 100 for its academic reputation. And this is the first institution for higher education in Thailand, Chulalongkorn University.
Even though the route on the Chulalongkorn University campus covers over 2 kilometers in distance, they extend their reach to all 20 faculties, 23 colleges, research institutes, dormitories, accommodations, and other office buildings.
Its students, lecturers, and staff can go around the campus by eco-friendly vehicles such as CU Bike, CU Shuttle Bus, Toyota Hamu, and MoveMe. The CU Shuttle Bus also provides service for general public. Oh, do you know what's good about it? It's free of charge.
If you're hungry while wandering around, don't worry. There are many canteens where you can order various kinds of food at affordable prices for students and the general public. There is a Chula Zero Waste project that encourages students and staff to reduce food waste and use reusable containers.
Chulalongkorn University is also surrounded by malls, cafes, restaurants, convenience stores, and co-working spaces. Students and staffs are able to get a discount and special offers from famous restaurants, shops, and other services through CUNEXT application. And they're all cashless society friendly.
As Chulalongkorn University is one of the leaders in the health and medicine field, many health promotional services are provided for its students. Staff in the neighboring communities such as CU Sport Complex and CU Sports Stadium offers a fully functional facility,
where students, lecturers, and staff can enjoy a variety of sport, both indoor and outdoor. Accidents can occur while students are on campus, but don't worry. The CU Health Service Center and the CU Student Wellness Center can treat both physical and mental illnesses.
Besides the student-centered learning, Chulalongkorn University provides students with academic resources that they can study or do further research in an appropriate atmosphere. It has one of the largest collections of books and e-books in Thailand, together with a number of rare publications and digital media.
The campus also houses museums, galleries, and halls where students, staffs, and invited artists can exhibit their artwork and perform. It boosts their creative ability and to promote artistic environment to the Chula community.
this is a brief introduction video, but if you spend a few years here, imagine all the experiences you might have. This is our campus life.
This is Chulalongkorn University. Nice to see you.
What a delightful introduction to your potential future here in Chula. Very, very nice. I'm sure you all would be very as excited as I am for all the opportunities and convenience that Chula has to offer. And once again, I thank you for coming here and taking another step closer to your life in Chula in today's open house.
Now, to begin this year's open house, please welcome Dr. Ram Biagate, Director of Office of International Affairs and Global Network on the stage. Please give him a round of applause.
Sawasdee krab. Good morning, distinguished guests, parents, teachers, students, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me a real pleasure to be here this morning to welcome all of you to our open house for the International Undergraduate Programs for the academic year 2024 here at Chulalongkorn University. Today is very special for many of us who organized the event because it is the first time in many years that we are able to do this on site, in person, which I believe to be much more effective than the online version that we opted for in the past few years because of the pandemic. For many of you, today also marks a very important step for you and your family as you ponder upon your options for higher education. I know that this decision cannot come lightly, and so we will try to give you as much information as we can about our program offerings so that you can make an informed decisions about your future education. At Chulalongkorn University, we are a place where tradition meets innovation. We like to think of ourselves as a place where we can actually help you transform your dreams into realities. We have treasured education excellence for over centuries, and our community thrives on diversity of students, teachers, professors, staff, who are coming from all around the world to be here on our campus. And today, we are very proud to open our doors to prospective students and families, offering a glimpse into a place where limitless opportunities await our students. Today's event will be participated by 12 different faculties offering 19 international undergraduate programs. These faculties, namely, are Faculty of Architecture, Arts, Commerce and Accountancy, Communication Arts, Economics, Engineering, Law, Medicine, Political Science, Psychology, and Faculty of Science. And, of course, our latest addition to our program, the School of Integrated Innovation. Today's event will offer the chance for you to explore our diverse range of international programs, learn about our exceptional faculty, curriculum, and offerings, discover the extensive courses and resources that are available to our students. So I encourage you to ask questions, seek insights, engage in a meaningful conversation with our current students, staff, faculty, so that you can get a glimpse of what Chula experience is like. I hope that you will enjoy your day and have a most meaningful time with us today. And along the way, envision yourself as a member of our community. In closing, I'd like to thank the faculty and staff who make this day possible. And most importantly, thank you all of you for spending your time here and being here with us today. On behalf of Chulalongkorn University, I look forward to sharing the Chula experience with all of you and hope that you'll find information and inspiration that you need today so you can become one of our students in the future. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you for the inspiring and warm welcome by Dr. Ram Piaget, Director of the Office of International Affairs and Global Network.
Absolutely. And next up, Ms. Sukalin Wanagasemsan, Director, Division of Global Academic Affairs, Office of International Affairs and Global Network, will be talking to us for student exchange opportunities for Juฬาinternational students. Please welcome.
Good morning, parents, students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to be here today at our International Undergrad Program for Open House for academic year 2024. And before I talk about the opportunity for student mobility at Chulalongkorn University, let me introduce you a little bit about Chulalongkorn University. As you can see from the video presentation, we are the first university in Thailand established in 1917. Currently, we have 19 faculties, 4 schools, and 3 colleges. In total, there are 3,000 faculty members and 37,000 students, which 2/3 are undergrad students and around 1/3 are postgrad students. There are 3 university missions, are future leaders, impactful research and innovation, and sustainability. We are ranked number 17th in the world by THE Impact Rankings and ranked number 1 in Thailand for 30 subjects by QS World University Rankings. From total of 26 teaching units, there are 12 faculties offer international program at the bachelor's level, and all program coordinators are all here today at this event. And these are our double degree program at the bachelor degree level. The Faculty of Arts with Waseda University from Japan, Faculty of Psychology with University of Queensland, Australia, Faculty of Economics with University of Bristol in UK, and Faculty of Political Science with University of Essex and University of Queensland. And you'll be hearing more information about each program after this. And now I'm going to share everyone about student mobility opportunity for Juฬาstudent, because I'm from the Division of Global Academic Affairs, who is responsible for student mobility program with partner university. As of now, Juฬาhas approximately more than 900 MOUs with more than 600 universities from 50 countries around the world. And these are examples of Juฬาpartner university from different countries. For each year, Juฬาreceiving and sending exchange students around 400 to 600 students per year. Juฬาstudents during the second and the third year are encouraged to spend 1 or 2 semesters abroad at one of our partner universities. Virtual exchange is also available under the APRU Virtual Student Exchange Program. An exchange student will pay normal tuition fee at home university and will be waived for paying tuition fee at the host university. Exchange student will be responsible for airfare, travel expenses, accommodation, and visa and insurance. And however, scholarships and funding also available to cover airfare and living expenses in some programs such as Erasmus Plus program, offered by the European Union or Canadian government fund, for example. And apart from spending 1 or 2 semesters abroad, Juฬาstudents can choose to participate in a short program. 1 week, 2 weeks, or 2 months, it depends on your preference and availability. And these are examples of the global activities for your reference. Harvard College project for Asian and international relations. Our climate leadership training program, or Asia Innovation Leadership JuฬาSDGs program, online or on-site Japanese study courses. And we're also providing joint summer camp 3 weeks in 3 different countries from Thailand, Hong Kong, and Japan. And last but not least, APRU SDG Education for Global Citizenships. For more information about our global activities, you can visit our OAA website and OAA Facebook. And I wish you all the best, and I look forward to welcome you to study at Chulalongkorn University in the near future. And thank you very much for your attention. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you very much to Ms. Sukalin Wanagasem-san for talking to us about student exchange opportunities. And let me assure you, student mobility is something that we in Juฬาhold to a very, very high regard. And there are always countless opportunities that are waiting for you here in Juฬา. And for more information, check out the OIA official website.
Speaking of opportunities, did you know you can have an opportunity to make a new friend? Introducing Unibody. Please welcome Mr. Ing Yi Long Hu, JuฬาUnibody and Ambassador, up on stage. Please welcome.
Test.
Hello. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Dear high school's representative and university representative from Thailand and worldwide, dear parents, students, teachers, and friends, nice to meet you all. My name is Mr. Ing Yi Long Hu. I'm a PhD candidate from the program of non-formal education in the Department of Lifelong Education, Faculty of Education. I'm currently as a student assistant works for the director of Office of International Affairs and Global Networks. I'm also the Chulalongkorn University Student Ambassadors Program Chairman. It is my honor to stand here to greet you all. Today I will introduce you about the program about Unibody. So firstly, welcome you all, and then this is our OIA's Facebook page. If someone interested about our universities and want to know more about international programs, also the international affairs related to student events and other programs and our collaboration with other institutes of universities, feel free to give a like on our Facebook page. In the past, we offer our international student and Thai student. Both of 2 groups can join our international programs and agendas, such as the joint summer camp and mentioned by the directors. We also have some other events. Please check out from the official website and Facebook page. Secondly, what about the Unibody program? Unibody program is a virtual peer-to-peer program which is allowed to our prospective student, parents, and friends to take a look, and then you have the chance to communicate with our current students, student ambassadors, staff ambassadors from different faculty who take in charge of international affairs as a coordinator within the faculty. You may find more information about the administrations and other information. And then in the past, our international program has been looked and also has been give a look by the students and parents from all over the world. The top 3 areas from our data set, we found at the front layer, we have the Southeast Asia countries, and then followed by the South Asia countries. The third place would be East Asia countries and more. What do we offer during the Unibody conversation? We could helping out with the university life, with the scholarship, and some sort of information about in the past how well our students experience the administration application, these processes, and more. How could you reach to us? So simply go to the website, or you can go to the Google and put the keywords as Unibody and chat with us, July as 3 keywords, and then you will down to the page on the left side, and we have chat with our student. Within this category, you could find us by clicking on the level of study. In here, international program, we're not only limited about the undergraduate program, we also offer the master and PhD program. You could click on the button and find the particular program you want to study with us. Secondly, there's a place for the area study. Likely me, I'm from the Faculty of Education. Some of the colleagues or friends also from the other faculty. You could choose by your faculty easily, found some the current student or ambassador from that area. Then we also have the third place you can use. You just found the area of their country. So some of them may come from the similar country as you. Some of them may from the local Thailand places, like other provinces or the towns or cities. You can find them by simply searching the area where they are from. You can also talk with them by using your own preferred language. Then I just use my example, profile example in here. So once you just found the student, and then you just click chat with someone, chat with Yinglonghu, and then you will simply direct you to the registration page. You follow the step and simply register your account linked to your email, and then you could start the conversation with our ambassadors. There's the QR code downside. If someone wants to explore the system, you can free to do so. Okay, near future, I hope to meet everyone again on-site campus or outside campus. If some of you are lucky to become the colleagues or friends from these universities, please say hi on the street. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the introduction on Unibody. This proves that whether you are in Chula or whether you have gotten an exchange opportunity, there are tons of opportunities to make friends around the world.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And next up, we will be hearing about the topic of high school equivalency evaluation criteria for Chulalongkorn University Admission 2024 by Chulalongkorn University Testing Center, which I'm fairly certain that will be a topic that all of you here can benefit from. So, please welcome.
Sawadee krab. Hello everyone. I hope you can hear me. Today I'm going to present you something as a preview of what you're going to see in Chula as a lecture. Okay. So once again, we are from Chulalongkorn University Academic Testing Center. And the reason that I'm here today is because we're gonna present the things that required you before getting into Chula, okay? And that means you got to have a high school graduation before getting into the university, okay? And we gonna facilitate on that, especially you guys who graduate from international program, okay? So before I begin to give you the details, I will preview you what kind of question that require us to answer and to respond to what you need. So let's start from the very first case study. Okay, The very first case study is suppose we have a student, let us call Mrs. Y. Miss Y is studying at international school in Thailand, okay? And her school was certified by Ministry of Education, meaning she's studying in Thailand right now and about to graduate. And since she's in international program, normally her grade report may be different from Thai system. Okay, and one of the requirement would be to show the GPAX or GPA of 4.0 system. Okay, that means she would need some certificate for that, and that would be one thing that we could help. Another example is Miss L. Let me call it Miss L. Suppose she graduated from a high school from outside Thailand. Okay, and that means if she want to get into Chula or Thai university system, she would have required some proof of her graduation from high school from her country, and this is another thing that we could help. Suppose the third case, let me call him Mr. J. Okay. Mr. J is studying from foreign high school in grade 12 and would like to get admission in this year. Okay. So it seems like they are similar case, but they are a little different in details. One of the cases are from abroad. One of the cases are from Thailand. One of them is graduating. One of them is still studying in high school. Okay, so that's the difference in these three cases. Okay. So for our service, we would provide this certificate. So you have some proof of graduation or grade or a high school studying to submit as a proof in order to apply to university. Okay. And recap it once again. As I said earlier, there are three cases. Okay. The first case is the green one, which is the high school equivalent certificate, meaning it's gonna show you that it's gonna be a proof that you are graduating. And in this case, it's for a student who are not from, for the school that is not certified by Ministry of Education. The second case would be the so-called provincial equivalent certificate. What it means is you are not graduating yet, but you need to apply now. That means you have to have some proof that you are about to graduate but not yet graduate. Okay, so that would be the red one in this or the middle one in this case. Okay, that means you are currently attending a foreign high school. Okay, and qualify for applying to university. The last case in this example is the blue one, meaning you are required to show your performance in high school, and that would display through GPAX. Okay, and you need some proof to convert your grade from maybe letter grade to numerical number in a 4.0 base. Okay. And once again, the reason that you are required to get the certificate is because the admission requirement for all university in Thailand require that you must get a GPAX of 5 last semester in high school, or in case you are not graduate. Or if you are graduated, then you must be either studying in Matayom 6 system or equivalent. Okay, and the last one would be the other requirement. For example, like the proof of your English proficiency, or some program may require like SAT, which for Chula we require some similar, like we call it CUATS, CUAAT. Okay. Okay, that's if we look for you guys in two cases. One is the student who already graduate high school. The second case would be the one is not graduated yet. Okay, so the requirement would be for the first case, the blue one, the one that graduated already, you would require a diploma or the certificate of graduation and transcript. Okay. On the second case, if you are not graduated yet, you would require the GPACs of 5 last semester and also the provisional equivalent certificate. Okay, that's pretty much it. And for the system of international student, okay, for us that we could provide service, normally we have like 6 systems or 5 major systems that we do very often, which is a British system, American system, New Zealand, IB, BTech, and the rest of the world. Okay. So for the requirement of a British system, okay, you would require GCE of A-level, LRN International A-level, as well as the Cambridge Pre-U. Okay. And for this, the first one, the GCE A-level, you would require at least 3 subjects. And if you look at your transcript, it would show something like grade A star to E. For the second one, the LRN International A-level, you also require to have at least 3 subjects. Okay, and that's once again, the letter grade that show on your transcript would be grade A star to E. Okay, the last one would be the Cambridge Pre-U. You also require at least 3 subjects. Okay, and it for your grade M1 or D1 to D3, okay, in your letter grade, okay. And for the American system, okay, which is called GED, there are 2 periods of graduation or when you are in high school. If you already in high school before May 2017, the requirement would be 5 subjects. But if you are in school after May 2017, it would require only 4 subjects. Okay, and the detail in here would be in a TCAS announcement, and you can read it in our website as well. For the New Zealand system, okay, there are 2 requirements. One is you require at least 80 credits, okay, in total, and in 2 separate categories for level 2 or above, at least 60 credits, and level 1 at least 20 credits. Okay, and for the second requirement, you will require at least 60 credit, which is mandatory subjects, and then the rest of the requirement as shown in on the slide. The third one is the IB system. You are required 6 subjects and 5 mandatory and 1 elective. Okay, and also the IB diploma course result. Okay, at least 5 different subjects. Okay, and the grade that you earn must be at least grade 3 in each subject. Okay. And for BTech, it require level 3 qualification. Okay, I'm not gonna go into detail one by one since we are short in time. So you can look in our link in the last page of this slide. Okay. And next, let me show what it means when I introduced earlier. For the first case of Miss Y, that she's studying at international school that's certified by Ministry of Education. And so pretty much what she needs is to convert her GPACs to 4.0 system. So she would require the GPAC equivalent certificate. Okay. So if you are in this case, you know what require you to submit to the admission system. On the second case, the one who graduate from foreign high school and would like to admission to Thai system, she would require, the first thing is called high school equivalent certificate. The second one would be the GPAC equivalent certificate. Okay. So on the third case, if you are studying, meaning you are not graduated yet, okay, you are in grade 12 and would like to get into school this year, okay, you need two things. The first one would be the provisional equivalent certificate, and the second one would be the GPAC equivalent certificate. Okay, that's pretty much what are you required to. Okay, and then to wrap up this, we have a whole process of getting this certificate, which I'm not going to go through one by one, but this would be the preview of what you're going to see in our system when you log into that World Wide Web of HSCES, which means High School Certificate Equivalent System .atc.chula.ac.th, and you're going to see all this. And the certificate would look something like, something like, where is it? I'm not sure where it is, but okay, it's something like this. It's gonna be in Thai. However, at the top of the page, it will say what it is. So in this example, it would be the high school equivalent certificate. It's gonna state in Thai that it is ใบรับรองเทียบวุฒิการศึกษา okay. The second certificate, so-called provisional equivalent certificate, it will say in Thai on the top of the page, said ใบแทนใบรับรองเทียบวุฒิการศึกษา okay. And the very last one would be the GPAC equivalent certificate. It will say in Thai on the top, say ใบเทียบผลการเรียนเกรดเฉลี่ยสะสม GPAC. Okay. So if you receive this certificate, you could identify what it is. Okay. And my time is up. So please check our website or email us if you have further inquiry or question. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A very insightful and interesting topic that is very important to you all. So don't forget to do homework about the high school certificate equivalency system of Chulalongkorn University beforehand. Now, I know that these processes can be very exciting, but also very stressful. Trust me, I've sat where you are at one point in time. So we truly hope that today will prove to be a very, very big help to you all. And now, at this moment, we are finished with our opening ceremony. If any of you would like, you can go back to the registration table and receive your souvenir or finish registering. And without further ado, I think we are very ready for our first program presentation of the day, aren't we?
That's right, because now is the moment you have all been waiting for. It is almost 9:40, and we will officially begin introducing each faculty one by one. First up, with the Faculty of Arts, Bachelor in Arts in Language and Culture, also known as Balak. There will be an interesting and very informational, spoiler alert, conversation and presentation between our lovely Balak director and two important figures in the faculty. Please welcome on stage Dr. Kunaya Wimuktanon, Orisara Pim Prapod, and Chalada Ulit to the stage. Please welcome.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm allergic to mics that I can't walk with. So, thank you for coming here this morning. I hope you like being at July this early in the morning because, well, no matter what faculty you get into, July Ajahns really like to teach in the mornings. So, I'm Ajahn Kuniyam Wiktanon, the director of the Balak program, and with me are...
Hi, I'm Kenning, the first year president of Balak.
And hi everyone, I am Pat. I'm the second year president of Balak.
So, how is this going to work for our session is that at the beginning, I'll give you guys a presentation on what exactly the Balak program is, and then afterwards, we're going to have a bit of a Q&A between myself and the students, and if you have any questions, of course, you feel free to bring them up. So, what is Balak? We are primarily a cultural studies program. What cultural studies is, I'll get into a little bit later. But in general, we focus on cultural studies with concentrations in media cultures. So looking into how the media has impacted our culture today with courses like, say, television in the age of streaming, where we talk about how platforms like Netflix have impacted the way we relate to media. And then we have global cultures concentration, which is the concentration where we look at how the rapid changes of globalization have impacted our world, our lives today. Then we have, of course, our signature foreign languages concentration, where, because in your first year, you'll have to take at least 2 foreign language courses, like a basic 1 and basic 2 of a particular language. And then you'll have the option, depending if there's enough students wanting to do it, to be able to continue with that language further on throughout your Balak career. And the practical skills that we focus on are things like critical thinking, creative problem solving, communication skills, and of course, writing. Essentially, our aim is to prepare people for future careers or overseas education. Now, that seems really vague, I agree, so we're going to go into more detail in a bit. So, what is cultural studies? It is not about the study of many different cultures, right? Because if you want to see what people from this country or that country do, there are loads of interesting creators on YouTube from those countries to talk about their own thing. So what we're about is looking at the concept of culture itself, like giving our students the tools that they need to build that understanding of what people do, why people do those things themselves. And we look at how cultural practices relates to wider system, like politics, economy, social structure. Like, for example, how do we greet each other here in Thailand normally? We why, right? But who whys who first? Because with the why, unlike a handshake where a handshake happens simultaneously, a why needs to have somebody start the why and someone to receive. What does it mean to give a why? What does it mean to receive a why? And if, let's say, for example, I'm an Ajahn, a high status professional, but I have an older auntie who is a cleaner at my office. Who whys who first? She's older than me, therefore I should why her first, but by some convention, I'm of higher status than her, so she should why me first. Which wins over which? And how? These are the questions that we ask. Along with these other questions, sorry, I just came up with that example just then. So, what exactly is this culture that we're going to be looking at? It's not about just any one specific thing. So when we talk about culture, we're not talking about, ballet or corn or this or that concert. Culture is a part of everyday life. The way we eat is a part of culture. Whether or not we all have our own little plates or whether we share in the food. What food we consider important. Like here in Thailand, what we call meal. We call a meal cow, rice. So rice is a key part of Thai culture, of Thai food. So like a Thai sentence that says, oh, what are you going to have for your evening rice? I'm having hamburgers and fries for my evening rice. Makes perfect sense in Thai, but sounds absolutely insane if said out in English. Or like the way that we use our phones. How is this all part of our culture? Like, when do we turn it on? When do we turn it off? Do we have the sound on or off? Like, all the kids in here, all the high school age people in here would never know the terror that I felt or that your parents felt when we were calling someone we were dating. That terror of not wanting, hoping that their parents will not pick up the phone because we have to call people's home phones. Not everybody had their own cell phones back then. Or like the way that we play is also part of our culture, be it, board games, sports, computer games, all of these things, like the way that we choose to relax, the way that we choose to consume, is all part of our culture. So, like I said, culture for us is a part of everyday life, and to understand culture is to understand everyday life. So, this is a fairly common question that we get. Let's say if you have an auntie next door who perhaps is a little bit too concerned about what you do, asking, จบแล้วทำอะไรกิน? What are you going to do after you graduate? Well, lots of things. Like the vast majority of our students doesn't have any problem finding a job or continuing education afterwards. Like we have a lot of our students going on into marketing because for a lot of international firms, the ability to understand culture, the ability to be able to translate one campaign from one country to the context of another country is important. Because like, you guys seen the old Coke ad campaign, right? With like, buy a Coke for, and then the person's name on it. If we copy that right away from the American, the European markets to the Thai market, that wouldn't work. Because like it's, buy a Coke for Som Chai. Buy a Coke for Porani. And it's like, it'd be a bit weird, so we need to understand that, no, it needs to be things like nicknames. Or diplomacy. A lot of our students goes into the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or go to work for foreign embassies because cultural sensitivity, knowing what to say to whom and how, is super important in, like not starting wars and things like that. And we also have students going to business consultancy. In fact, we had some business consultancy firms coming to our faculty to recruit students. Because for a lot of companies, trying to do something to try to change their corporate culture or trying to create some form of plan that would fit in with that corporate culture is important. And the ability to understand a place's corporate culture is an important thing. So, I hope you guys got a buy-in from us. So we have 2 rounds. Round 1 usually opens around December, but I think this year we're opening in late November. We have these are our English language scores with 7 IELTS and 480 SAT. Now in the first round, it doesn't matter how much higher you get than this or if you just got this. Everybody will be treated the same during the interview. So don't be scared about your aptitude or English scores. Be scared about your interview. Oh, and for the second round, it's very similar with a bit of a higher score, a bit of lower score, except you will be expected to submit an essay to us also. What will happen is that after you submitted your application, we'll send you out a list of essay topics and then give you about 48 to 72 hours, I'm not 100% sure, to complete the essay and submit it back to us. That essay will then be used during your interview, where we will ask you about what did you do to write that essay? How did you do your research? Why do you think this source is trustworthy and why did the others not? Now, why is it that we require such high English scores? Some of you might be thinking. Well, we are a writing and reading intensive program. Right, guys? We care to share some experience about just how much writing and reading skill is important?
Well, it's pretty important here. For most of our quizzes and exam, midterm and final, most of them are essays, and it is very important for you to be able to understand and know how to, illustrate or show your answer for your professor through your answer well.
For me, at some point, you write your essays every week or at least like two times a month, and it's really important to have like high score efficiency to be able to understand and be able to convey your message. Yeah.
And like that gets, not trying to scare you guys, but it gets a bit more hardcore when we get into our elective courses, because for those courses, you'll be writing around 2,000 to 3,000 words per large assignment, 15 to 20 pages of academic papers per class per week, and one group presentation per course. So you're going to be using your language skills a lot. And we set our language score high because we know that any lower, and people are just going to have a miserable time in the program. So what happens during your 4 years at Balak? Okay, we have 5 minutes left. So if you want to know more about this, we can, please feel free to talk to our table outside, because we also have double degree program with SILS, which is a university in Japan. Again, more information outside. Sorry, I really want to get to talking to our students. We have exchange and summer programs. And also we have lots of little events throughout the semesters for our students. And if you want more information from us, you can go to the Balak Open House, which will be held
on November 5, the next Sunday. Not this upcoming Sunday, but the next one. We have many...
Sunday next week.
Yeah. We have many exhibitions you can visit of information will be provided there, as well as alumni and seniors and current students that will guide you through everything and answer all the questions you have. The most importantly is the workshop we are hosting this year. They're divided into SOP and interview workshop. This will allow everyone to learn and know and be prepared to, know what we expect to see in your SOP or from your interview, which is, of course, a very important procedure to get into Balak.
So speaking of SOPs and interviews, do you guys have any tips that you might want to give to our potential applicants? To what kind of things that they should put in their SOP? How should they prepare for an interview?
Well, yeah, sure. I'll start with the SOP first. For me, I would suggest everyone to be yourself, show them and write whatever it is you. Do not try to pretend to like something you don't, because you will struggle when you get into the interview procedure or process, because the professor will want to know about the thing you say you like. And when that happens, it will give you a difficult time if you don't actually know what are you writing about. So be yourself, write something that's you actually are interested in.
That's really important because we will be drilling down into your SOP. So, write the things that you're really compassionate about or you really know. Like, Kaning, you were at your first year, so you only had your interview not too long ago.
Yes.
So, what was your experience with that?
For me, I put everything that I'm interested in my SOPs, so I wasn't really struggled that much. And I'm sure that the interviewers will expect you to know more than the surface of the topic that you put in your SOP. Like, they'll be drilling down on that one, and if you cannot answer or you don't know exactly what they're talking about and what you put on your SOP, they will know, and that's going to be a hard task for you to continue to the rest of the interview.
Hello? Oh, yeah, and don't think that, your interest is silly. But I'm not into, reading big books or watching art house films. I just like computer games. Great. So do I. Well, what do you know of computer? How does the gameplay affect the way you feel the story? Like, how does an FPS game like Cyberpunk, how is that different from some game with a third-person view, like, let's say, Horizon Zero Dawn, for example? Like, what about the issues with loot boxes in games? How do you feel about that? Do you think they are ethical or not? Like, this is sort of the deep dive we want to get into. So, like, if you're like, I'm into K-pop, can you talk about the issues within K-pop? Perhaps the issue regarding kind of like gender equality, pay equality, or the way that corporations are treating these artists? Like, these are kind of things that we ask you guys about, right? Yeah. So, I think we are running out of time. So, thank you very much to our students for being here with me, even though I went on a little bit too long, so sorry. But if you do have any questions for us, we have our booth out there. It's the one with the big pink banner. But anyway, thank you very much, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Dr. Kunleya Wimuktanton, Borisara Pimpapot, and Chalada Ulit.
A very great presentation from Balak to start our day on a very bright note. And once again, if you are interested, you guys can always check out Balak's exhibition right outside and meet Ajahn Kunleya and Ajahn Tripon personally. They are as charming as always. And next up, we have the Bachelor's of Business Administration, or BBA, from the Chulalongkorn Business School. So, first up, we are going to see a video presentation. So, please welcome.
New world that filled with knowledges, but that's not enough. A real business world needed more than that. We finally created a new definition of business learning, innovative change. Today, Chulalongkorn Business School has a vision to be a world-class school which provides life-changing experience with an innovative wisdom and philanthropic spirit. So, we always provide new majors to our students. Digital business management due to rapid change environment in this world. We're also ready to incubate business students with the 4 developed majors. Beyond an international business is a digital international business. Not only marketing, but also brand management. not only a financial but also investment analyst. Emerging the new era of accounting. We introduce some changes to accommodate the global demands and more professional careers that we have to offer to the students. Digital business management, brand and marketing, financial analysis and investment, and accounting. Chulalongkorn Business School. We have been accredited by AACSB, Equus, AMBA, CPA, Australia, and ACCA, the UK. And also the lecturers are from top-ranked universities for accounting degree students. They can engage in the CPA. So these are for major selection to make the BBA become smart business people. But we believe our students would take their steps to the international and global levels. This is a change that you can choose. Business Administration International Program.
All right, good morning everyone and welcome to the BBA International Program sessions. My name is Podipong Chandawangsa, the office manager of the BBA program from Chulalongkorn Business School. Welcome to you all. And today I'm going to give you the overview of our program, including the academic aspects, student life, activities, career, and also about the admissions and scholarships. Right, and about our business school, we have 5 departments, including accountancy, commerce, statistics, banking and finance, and marketing. And we offer all levels of studies from bachelor degree, master, and doctoral program. About our program, we are the first undergraduate program in July that entirely taught in English. We established in 1996 and have accepting 28 of batches of students so far today. And in terms of ranking, we are #1 in Thailand in aspect of business management and financial accounting. And we also have accreditations from international body from United States, Europe, and recently AMBA for MBA program. So we are now certified as a Triple Crown accreditations business school. And we also have the recognitions at the program level for specifically for accounting students. Right. About the academic experience, we are the 4-year program in business management. And if you get in our program in the first year, you will be studying in the preparatory courses in summer before the first semester begins. And ideally, you will be in the English class fundamentally and some of the workshops on IT and preparations to study in the university. And when you get into the first year, you will study the same business fundamental courses, including principle of accounting, marketing, mathematics, statistics, for example. So you know all the business components. But then, at the end of the first year, we will have the advisory sessions for all students, introduce all the major again by our faculty members and current students. So you know more about the majors and easier to make a choice which major you will go. And in the second year to 4th year, you will be in your tracks. Right, and about the major, we are now offering 4 major studies: accounting, financial analysis and investment, brand and marketing management, and new one, digital business management. So, about the accounting. As I mentioned earlier, we have been accredited by ACCA and CPA Australia, meaning that students in accounting tracks, if they want to pursue the certification from these 2 organizations, they will do easier because they have the waive and exemptions for some of the exam modules. And of course, we are recognized by the Federal of Accounting Professions in Thailand. So you can work in Thai or in multinational firm. And if you look at the possible career opportunities, students can be the auditors, management accountants, tax advisors, or even government accountants. Financial analysis and investment. So in this curriculum, we have aligned with the CFA Society standards, meaning that we equip students with the professional code of conduct and code of ethics according to the CFA. So it's going to be beneficial for students if they want to pursue careers in finance. And we have the financial labs, very resourceful facilities, including many data on finance. We have subscribed for students, for class, workshops, and even self-studies. And students in this track might want to look for the jobs such as financial planner, fund managers, bank managers, investment bankers, or even financial market and banking regulators. Brand and marketing management. This track, we have invited many gurus, experts from branding and marketing industry. So students will learn from the real people, from the businesses, and many workshops, site visits, real practical experience in classes as well. Graduate in this track might be looking for the job like digital marketers, brand managers, marketing analysts, etc. Digital business management. We used to offer the major called international business, but then on the top of that, we include more courses regarding digitalizations and data management. So students will be equipped with the skills on data management and visualization, which is now very essential in doing businesses. But the core discipline is still international business, so they know how to do business. These new courses will be taught by our faculty members from Department of Commerce and Statistics. They are specialists in management information systems and data scientists. Right, and if you look at the career that could be for this track, they can work in a business development as a business analyst in e-commerce or even technological startup. All right, I want to use time to talk a bit more about the extracurricular activity, which somewhat a big thing for our program. Right, case competitions. There are plenty of case competitions nowadays, and our students like to group up with the team and go for competitions domestically and internationally. And if the students are recruited into the case club, they will be trained by the faculty members, by alumni, prepare them to represent our school to competitions internationally. We have the summer internship and student for the third year, going to the fourth year. So it's optional for some majors and mandatory for some majors. But many students go for internship to get available experience from the firms. And in the third year, students can do the exchange abroad with our partner university around the world. They can go up to 2 semesters, which means the whole year, and take the credits back to the school. We provide the student study visit, site visit, and that might be embedded in some courses. And in the fourth year, we have the study trip abroad, bring students to the firms and in factories in other countries. Right, and talking about clubs, just in our program, we have so many clubs available regarding academic, CSR, fun activity with international students, and big event. And not to mention many more in the school levels and university level. I think that definitely suits your interest. Right, this is the case club I mentioned, the rural project, which is our CSR thing, the BBA Chula Camp, which is the open house for high school students, and international departments where our students welcoming the international students every semester. Right, and we have quite a lot of achievements so far from our students. Right, talk a bit more on the career path. Apart from the example I've given, I would say our alumni are working in multinational firms, and especially in accounting, I would say they land a job in the Big 4 auditing firm quite easily. And many well-performed students can go to the Big 3 consulting firm as well. So to mention more, we have a variety of initiatives and events for students to gain a real-life experience before they graduate. To mention the few, we have International Chulalongkorn International Business Case Competition, which is the big competitions that we invited top universities around the world. CU Festival, which is a festival we bring in music, food, and merchandise. And we have the company called July Business Enterprise, which is a real company in the business school, run and operated by students. We have a GEM program, which is our mentorship program. We invited alumni at the C-level, MD, or partners, pairing up with the current students, so they learn their professional careers. And with a strong connection with the alumni and corporates, we bring in many practitioner aspects for our students. And here about the admissions. So we have 3 tracks available, regular channels at 190 seats, international admissions for 20 seats, and BBA Next Gen for 10 seats. All right, and we have 2 rounds of admissions as shown from December to February, and second round from March to May. Yeah, if you look at the past, this is the kind of statistic from the past 5 years of the SAT admitted score. I see somebody laughing. Yeah, right. About the criteria, students need to have one of the English tests and one of the academic aptitude tests. You can find more on our website and our brochure as well, but you just need one of that, okay, with at least pass the minimum criteria as shown. And if you pass the score round, you get into the interview round. And the international admission tracks, we're accepting 20 seats. This is only for non-Thai students. If you have other nationalities, you can go for this track. Same criteria from the regular channels is applying here. But we also accept the Gaokao English and Gaokao Mathematics as well for Chinese students at 180 accordingly. The BBA Next Gen, we get 10 seats of students. So this track, we don't emphasize much on the score. So you need just to pass the minimum requirement. But students need to have the achievement and shown in the portfolio. For example, achievement in international levels or national level on mathematics, science, business, or communications, right, from the recognizable organizations. Portfolio and video clips. You will need to record your video clips in response to our questions given, right? And those will be evaluated by our committees. And if you pass, you get into the interview round, which we score the interview round intensely. So you need to prepare to answer the questions. And I want to mention more about scholarship. We have changed the criteria for this year. We will give a full tuition fee coverage for 4 academic years for students who get the highest admitted score from rank 1 to 3rd, first to 3rd. Okay, so 3 first ranking. But with one condition that students need to maintain the GPA at 3.5 in order to get scholarship in the next semester. And for the rank 4th to 10, they will get the scholarship fee for the first semester of their study, which is fall semester, 1 semester. And we also provide scholarship for international students. For non-Thai, they will get the full tuition fee for the first year, including fall, spring, and summer semester. Again, the condition is that they need to maintain 3.0 GPA to get the scholarship in the next semester. And from year 2 to year 4, we support the partial scholarship. So basically, they will pay as the same price as Thai students. Right. So our program tries to build a strong community among students and also extend the linkage to the alumni and outside world. We believe we give the educational excellence to students through not just a theory, but also the real world practical. And opportunities for students to explore their passions, and we believe they can shape their own success in their own versions. And all in all, we believe students will gain the head start in the career, and we will keep them with the international mindset, ready to work in the multinational cultures, and also the flexibility and adaptability, which is somewhat essential for today's business. Right, you can follow us more in our Facebook page and also the website, more about programs and also the admissions. And if you have any questions, we have the booth outside that way, and we have the current student as well, if you want to learn more about student life. So thank you for your attention. ขอบคุณครับ
A great presentation from Mr. Potipong Shanawangsa, BBA Office Manager. Once again, a very insightful and a brief look into BBA, the #1 in the country for business administration. And once again, if you are interested, you can check out their exhibition, which will be on my right-hand side right here.
Now, before we introduce the next section of Chulalongkorn Business School, may I interrupt with, if anyone is standing or looking for a place to sit, you are very welcome to sit at the chairs in the front row in the middle. As it is not reserved for any VIP, you are very welcome to sit in the front. Next up, may I introduce Chulalongkorn Business School, Bachelors of Communication Management, or also known as BCM, where there will be a talk between Dr. Cha Hong-sir, Vice Chair of BA Communication Management, current student Ratima Jangkompi, and Private Markets Investment Product Specialist Apanan Ajalabun. Please welcome.
I apologize. They are from the Faculty of Communication Arts, not Chulalongkorn Business School. So please welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Sawadee krap. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. First of all, I would like all the students, if you are ready, okay, please sit down and enjoy and follow the journey with Faculty of Communication Art. My name is Hong. My student call me Ajahn Hong. It is an honor today. I'm here with two very outstanding young, beautiful lady from my faculty. The lady sitting on, with the dress in black. Her name is Ratima Kun Om, our current year 4 student. And the other lady dressing in white, her name is Tong Ampanan, which is our former graduate. Now, you will listen to the story from the student and the graduate, but before that, Ajahn will have to do the work, right? So let me go through with you, a story of Faculty of Communication Art along with the BCM program. How this program is going to prepare you to the career that you are looking for. And first of all, before we start, once again, I want you to give yourself an applause. That because you are making, the first step into your academic career by coming to the open house today. Congratulations. Huh? Now, we are from ComArt, and ComArt is known as Nithet in Thai. So I'm not Thai, but I also can speak Thai, okay? So later on, if you see me outside with my student and my colleague, you are welcome to learn more about the communication program. So first of all, we are proud to be part of the Chulalongkorn University, as we are, first celebrating with all these results as we are achieving over the past 106 years. So sustainable future, sustainable academic development, sustainable self-development, not only this is the concept, applied to the university, but all to your future career path with Chulalongkorn University. So NITED or ComArt, we are the oldest and the most well-established communication school in Thailand. So we are established in 1965. So later, when you walk out, I ask you, which year NITED was established? If you say 1965, I give you a gift, okay? Are you confident? Which year? 1965. Huh? We are the first school and number 14 faculty in Chulalongkorn University. So we have been ranked as the best comm school in Thailand for all the year, and in 2015, we are the best #1 communication school and media study in Thailand under the QS University ranking. Now, mostly, we have international program and we also have Thai program. So today, as we are focused on international programs, so I briefly introduce you under the ComArt. We have 5 departments, 7 major. And students could continue a master degree all the way to PhD with communication program. Now today, the student with me, along with the colleague outside, we are here to share with you with the beauty of 2 programs from our faculty. One is called a BCM, which is the Bachelor of Communication Management, and the other one is Master of Strategic Communication. Now, of course, you embark your academic journey with BCM, and both programs has been established in year 2004, and this year we are celebrating the 20 year of our great achievement. Now, as an international program, what is our highlight? We have professor from international environment. We also have students come from diverse background. Apart from that, we also have professor coming from the industry, both in Thailand as well as from the overseas. Okay? The highlight of the program, of course, will be all the medium of the instruction is in English. Okay? So everything will be in English, so that's why it's under the international program. So the chairperson, Dr. Krisana Pampeng, couldn't be here today, and I'm the vice chairperson, along with another vice chairperson, Ajahn Warapon. We were here to answer your inquiry, okay? So don't feel hesitate. If you have any question, just work out and look for us. Apart from the management team, we also have all our Ajahn here. So please remember their faces. Later on, when you walk out, when you see them, they are from ComArt. Feel free to explore, probably not a question, but if you have any inquiry or if you have anything that you want to share with our faculty member, you are welcome to do so. Now, over the 4-year study with ComArt under the BCM program, in order to graduate, you need to accumulate 129 credit. 129 credit with each subject for 3 credit, which means in 1 semester, you have to select and study about 6 to 7 subjects, okay? So compare with the other faculty, this is considered, not a very heavy workload, okay? And later the student will share with you what they have experienced. Now, under the current curriculum, you are in communication management major, but you can choose to have 2 different concentration. If you think yourself doing communication management for the purpose of business development and you see yourself have a talent of the entrepreneurship, you want to go for communication media for media enterprise and entrepreneurship concentration. Which means when you come to the selection of your elective courses, you could select the courses and put under this basket, okay? But at the same time, if you think that you are more into communication, innovation, and creative industry aspect of the media study, you can select subject under the creative industry category. So under 1 major, you actually have 2 selections of concentration that choose the one that fit with your interests. So if you are completing 129 credit and your overall CGPA is higher than 3.6, then you will be granted the first class honor. So from 3.25, second class upper honor and so on. This is follow the academic regulation that has been given. So let me share with you about the highlight of the program. The other one is come to year 3, students will be given a study trip in Asia. So all students will travel together with Ajahn to explore the selected country of that year. So in the past, we have paid a visit to South Korea, to Japan, to Singapore, to China, to Hong Kong, to Macau, to India, to Malaysia, and mostly is the country in Asia and the university and the media company that we have connection with, okay? So students don't have to pay extra on this. It's all including in the tuition fees. Apart from there, year 3 students will be given an opportunity to go for a professional internship. So not only learning in the classroom, you will learn from the international university exchange and field trip, as well as you will be learning from the real-life environment, which is going to work in the company that learn the lifelong learning experience. Come to year 3, students are also entitled to go for academic exchange. So if you are doing well over the past 3 years, from year 1, year 2, and year 3, your CGPA is higher than 3.0, students are entitled to go for an academic exchange, both at the university as well as the faculty level. So based on the university that you can select, okay? Most of the time, for the past few years, students really enjoy going to South Korea, to Japan, to the UK, and to Paris. Apart from there, we are the faculty that really well known with a lot of activity. So we have exchange program with the university in Germany. So students under this BCM program is entitled to join a study trip if they are being selected as the student ambassador. So for example, Miss Ratima is one of the ambassadors. Later on, she can share an experience on this aspect. We also have the top global communication management competition and the project that the student will travel with Ajahn to a different country to explore about the PR project related to communication management and related to the program on the global issue on that day. So far students have traveled with Ajahn to Dubai, to the UK, and to different countries. Next year the event will take place in July. And that's all, part of the highlight as an Ajahn that I need to share with you. Now, the thing is, I need to first asking, the existing student. Kun Ratima, could you share with the student and parents, how is your experience with ComArt, academic development and personal development?
I can confidently say that I'm very happy to be a part of this program. I was given a lot of opportunity throughout my time studying here, a lot of real work experience, a lot of the courses that I selected, I was given the opportunity to work with real clients. So you can really start to develop your skills to prepare for your career path in the future. So, and I thought that was very beneficial. And Ajahn Hong mentioned a little bit about the 2 concentrations of the courses you can take. My intention, my career path is towards the business aspect, but however, I am also interested in the creative aspect of it as well. So I was given so many opportunities to divulge into both, so I didn't have to pick a side. So if you're like me that wanted to touch upon both sides, you have the opportunity to do so at this faculty.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you, Ratimao. And Tong, as a former graduate and now working in the industry, could you let us know how the program has prepared you for all the challenges that you are facing in your work today?
Okay, so first of all, good morning, everyone. My name is Apanan or Pitong. I don't work in the industry that is related to communication today. I currently work in investment, so I am at Kiatna Kin Patra Wealth Management as a product specialist working on private equity. So I'm one of the prime example of someone who changed field midway. But I have to say that working at communication arts actually gave me a lot of soft skills that are able to communicate that is necessary for any kind of field that you decide to work on in the future. What ComArts has prepared me for the future is that it told me what I liked and what I didn't like. Because for me as an alumni, coming in as a student today, you're probably all wondering like, should I choose this? Is this going to be the right choice for me? For me, you don't even know whether it's going to be a right choice yet because you haven't chose anything yet. So jump right in, choose the faculty that works the best for you, and it's going to tell you after that whether you're going to like it or not. And you don't have to be scared if you're going to change field after that, because I did, and I'm a prime example for that. And I'm still enjoying my life to the maximum capacity, and the work life is also really good.
Okay, thank you. So Ratima, could you highlight one very specific or very special experience with ComArt that you want to share with the student?
A very special one is probably our involvement with Macromedia University in Germany. So as Ajahn Hong mentioned, I'm part of the student ambassador. Recently in May, we traveled to Germany to meet with the exchange student who are currently exchanging at the Faculty of Communication Arts. It was a very eye-opening experience. Not only do you get to travel, but you also get to absorb other culture and meeting new people from different continents. And you get to build connection that could be very beneficial for you in the future. So that is probably like one of the biggest and the most proudest moment of my time working.
So it's the international experience that you get to learn and exchange with a student from different part of the world, and then both by experience it, and also the academic activity that involve.
Yes.
So Tong, another question. So I think you give a very good advice to them. So most importantly in the university is about the self-searching. Okay. So during the 4 year with ComArt, could you let us know is the most memorable part? Then that part that really contribute to your personal development all the way to today.
Sure. The most memorable part of the July life at ComArt for me is the first year. So the first year, when you join ComArt, you get to do everything. So they're all the basic ground for every sort of media communication that is related to how you communicate to the world, whether it's writing, reading, public speaking, acting, filming, all across the industries. That's when you get to try out all the things that might be interesting to you. So that's what I remember the most, and probably it's a little bit of a nostalgia sitting on stage right now because I was also in Lakhon Nitet. So the musical for one of the biggest musical at Juฬาthat we have at Communication Arts, and it's combined with the Thai program. And just sitting right here, it's probably one of the moments that I'm remembering right now.
Okay, thank you. Now we have a time limitation, and the colleague from OIA office is reminding I have 1 minute left. So before, I think we can all stand up, okay? On behalf of Communication Art, okay, we want to say thank you, first of all, to the colleague from the OIA office, Pidao in particular, for organizing the open house, as well as both the MC are doing a very good job, very impressive, and most importantly, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, to be here today. So remember our faces, we will be outside. If you have any inquiry, no problem to come and explore with us. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณมากนะ
ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you.
ขอบคุณมาก Thank you. Thank you, Ratima. Thank you, Ampanan.
And thank you very much to the Faculty of Communication Arts, not the Faculty of Business Administration, as that was my mistake. Thank you so much to Ajahn Hong, Kun Ratima, and Kun Apanan, which something stood out to me, which can be applied not only to the Faculty of Communication Arts, but to every faculty in here, to every new student, in that if you're unsure about your faculty, just choose whatever feels right to you, because it will help you separate what you like and what you don't like.
And once again, if you are interested in the Faculty of Communication Arts in BCM, you can check out their exhibition on my right-hand side right there. And up next will be the presentation from the Faculty of Economics from EBA. So please welcome Mr. Biwut Vaidya and Ms. Tanya Jinda Udom to the stage. Please welcome.
Good morning, guys. It's so nice to meet you. My name is Ping Ping. I'm a third-year student from the EBA Chulalongkorn University. Today, I'm so excited to meet all of you here today, but I'm not here alone. I'm also with my friend here.
I'm Bibut. I'm also a third-year student at EBA.
Yeah, so first off, I really have to say that I'm so excited to see all of you, not only because there's so many of you, but also because it reminds me of when I was a high school student myself, and I had so many questions, and I was so confused about what should I do with my life, what career I should pursue. But today I'm here to tell you that you don't have to have the answer to everything, but I will give you some answers why EBA might be a really good major for you that you can pursue. So to start off, we need to start off with some facts, right? So EBA, if you want to study economics, really look no further than the Faculty of Economics at Chulalongkorn University, because we are ranked first in Thailand for studies in economics and econometrics. So this states for itself that we are a program of a very high standard. Apart from that, we also have an international quality assurance. I think both of these really shows that you can trust us in grooming you to become really well-rounded in economics and other knowledge as well. So, as Arun P, another thing that I want to tell you is that when you're choosing a major, it's not only about the ranking. Of course, that is a very important thing, but another thing that you should look into is the mission and the vision of the program that you're getting into, because that is something that is going to be integrated into every experience of yours at that program. And so who are we as EBA? We aim not only to find, but also to foster students who have versatility for change. Why? Because if you look at the world these days, right, there's so many changes going on every day. And in order to understand the economic landscape, you really need to have that versatility for change and also unity in diversity to gain deeper understanding of the economic realities and devising inclusive policies that benefit all, which leads to our most important point, that is, we aim to foster impactful leadership in such a turbulent world so that we can bring equitable policies and advocate development in the world. So, if you're already interested just a little bit, let me just pass it on to Pivot so that you can know what you all can expect in your 4 years at EBA.
So your 4 years at EBA can be divided into 3 sections. These are year 1, year 2, and your last 2 years. In year 1, you basically learn the foundational knowledges you need to become an economics student and to maybe even become an economist. In your first year, you'll take courses like Principles of Economics, Principles of Macroeconomics, to basically get that foundational knowledge. In year 2, you'll learn the same things, but in a more deeper level and to understand in a more in-depth manner. And in year 3 and 4 is the best part. You can actually branch out into different fields within economics. Economics is a very diverse field, so you can actually have various fields of interest. For myself, I'm very interested in data analytics. That's why I'm probably going to branch off into data. But if you're interested in something else, you can potentially branch off into that field within economics as well. So here's a small list of the potential courses you can learn in your 3rd and 4th years. So among these, like I said before, I'm interested in data analytics, right? So I'm taking courses in data visualization, data analytics, as well as I'm interested in financial technology. So I'm taking a course in that as well. But if you're like Ping, who's interested in policy as well as foreign economies, there are courses like Russian economics, Chinese economies, as well as foreign policy as well. Aside from these hard skill courses, EBA believes that there should be a holistic approach to education. So we also provide a lot of soft skill courses like self-awareness and personal growth, socially responsible entrepreneurship, as well as communication mastery. Aside from these, we also have interdisciplinary courses and collaborations with other faculties like ISE and BASAI, as well as Balak, where you can actually take courses from these faculties while being an EBA student. And lastly, we also offer 3rd language course, which is Mandarin. So aside from just studying from professors in Chulalongkorn, you can also have access to these visiting professors from across the globe. Every year, EBA has a lot of visiting professors come in during the summer, and also during the normal semester to teach us. For me personally, I studied from Professor Stefan Collignon, who was actually one of the people who was involved in creating the euro in 1990s. So it was very interesting for me to learn macroeconomic concepts from him.
Yes, for me as well, I had the opportunity to take the Russian economics course with Dr. Stephen Rosefield, and it was such an eye-opening experience for me. But apart from these professors who are visiting us as students, we also have the opportunity to go abroad through the programs that EBA has provided for us as well. So let's just jump into our most proudly presented program, that is the double degree program with the University of Bristol. So this is a program that EBA collaborates with the University of Bristol to provide students with with a holistic experience to study at the world-class university and also experience outstanding teaching and facilities and the vibrant city life of University of Bristol. So how does this exactly work? So your first 2 years are going to be here in Chulalongkorn University, Thailand. And then your last 2 years, you're going to move to the United Kingdom to study at the University of Bristol, one of the top-ranked university in the world. I think this is a great opportunity because you will gain 2 degrees. So 1 degree from EBA, that is the Bachelor of Arts in Economics. And then another degree you can choose. If you really enjoyed your course of econometrics when you studied in EBA, you can choose to do Bachelor of Science in Economics and Econometrics. Or if you want to branch out a bit and go a bit into management, you can also choose to do a degree in Bachelor of Science in Economics and Management. So I think this is such a great opportunity for you because you can gain both degrees and also gain experiences from being in both EBA and also at the University of Bristol. But if you think 2 years is too long for you to be abroad, we also have other options for you. So P. Bivud, would you want to elaborate more on that?
So aside from going on a double degree program, if you want to just go for a semester or even two to study abroad, we have exchange opportunities as well at EBA. So the exchange usually happens in the 3rd and 4th year, and every year EBA sends its students to partner universities across the globe. And every year, we have incoming students from these partner universities coming to EBA as well, so it creates a very global and international study environment. So who exactly are our exchange partners? So this is a small list of the exchange partners we have. Keep in mind, this is not the entire list of partner universities we have. So some of the prominent names you may have heard of is UC Berkeley, Leuven University, Copenhagen Business School, and much more. And aside from these exchange opportunities, we also have summer school programs in two of the most prominent institutions in the world, in the UK. You must have heard of Oxford University, right? EBA actually sends its students to summer school programs at Exeter College of Oxford University, as well as the London School of Economics in the summer school program as well.
So apart from the experiences that you can gain abroad from EBA, we also have a really vibrant student life here as well. So let's start off with some extracurricular activities. So people would what are the field trips that you get to go on?
So this is my favorite part to talk about because I'm very passionate about it. So EBA takes us to different types of field trips, which is domestic and international. So in the domestic field trips, we actually get to go to company sites as well as manufacturing sites of different companies. So my friends got to go to CP Ram, they got to go to Accenture, but the one that I found most interesting was Bloomberg. My friends actually got to go to the Bloomberg Bangkok office and actually get a certification from Bloomberg, which is really, really helpful for our career. And I think that was a really, really good opportunity for us as well. And in terms of international field trips, this is the favorite part. So every year, EBA takes us to Europe for 2 weeks. And the purpose of this visit is to visit partner universities, but most of us get to visit abroad and actually get to learn and understand their culture as well, which is very, very fun for me. And the best part is EBA subsidizes it, and the cost is very, very affordable. And lastly, I'd like to talk about, so what are the places you could potentially go for at these visiting partner universities? So we have partner universities from across the globe. So every year, the place you may end up going to can be different. Last year, my friend and I went to Finland and Sweden, but you can go to Spain and Portugal, Switzerland and Italy, and etc., according to the year.
Yeah, that's actually very exciting and fun. Now, apart from going on field trips, we also have various clubs that you can participate in. For me and Bivod and myself, we actually participated in a case competition together because we're in the EBA Consulting Club together, and you get to meet so many amazing people there. And me, myself, as soon as I got into my first year of university, I joined the EBA Debate Club, which I actually met some of the most intelligent and amazing people I've ever met in my life. And it also actually had gained me the skill that helped me to stand here on the stage today. That is public speaking skill. And so I can assure you that apart from the economic knowledge, the academic knowledge that you are going to gain from your years in EBA, you're also going to gain soft skills from these extracurricular activities as well. So if you think consulting club or debate club, that's too academic for you. We have other things that you can look forward to as well, whether it be the music club, the photos club, or the sports club. If you want to create social impact, we also have rural development camps for you, mangrove forest planning camps. So all of these are very fun extracurricular activities that you can expect from EBA. So if you're already interested, let's look into some of the important information here. If you want to apply to EBA, these are the 4 things that we look at: the GPA, the English proficiency test, the math test score, and also interview. As for the weight of each of these metrics, you can check in our website at eba.econ.jula.ac.th, and also mark the important date of 27th of November until 21st of December, because that's our application deadline. And remember to check more details in our website. So also another important thing is that we also offer scholarships to many students. So first off, we have the fellowship scholarship, which is offered to up to 15 fellowship students. And it's offered to 5 Thai students, 5 international students, and 5 most outstanding students in the admission round. Apart from that, if you have other skills such as graphic designing or career services, then that's something that you can really contribute to our faculty. So we also have assistantship for you. Apart from that, we also have financial assistance for students who are in need of who face financial difficulties, and this will be approved on a case-by-case basis.
So lastly, I'd like to talk about where an economics degree would take you. I talked about how it's a very diverse degree, so it can have very diverse professional career paths as well. So some popular ones are obviously banking and financial sector. There's research and data analytics. There's entrepreneurship as well as consulting. But some other potential career fields for you could be policy making, academia, as well as marketing and project management.
Yes, and today we have a really important and special guest who can talk more about this. She is working in public research, which is a field that I am personally very interested in, and a lot of economics students get into. So everybody, please give a round of applause to Pimon Hatayrapat ka.
Hello, Pimon. So before we can start, I'd like to just ask you to introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, thank you for having me today. So my name is Hataypatra Vinaypat, and I actually graduated from EBA in 2019. So I was EBA batch 14, and so I was also the fellowship scholar from EBA. Thank you, EBA. And after I graduated from EBA, I went on my master's degree in economics for development at University of Oxford. And now I'm currently a senior policy associate at Thailand Future Foundation, which is a research institute policy consultancy firm. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually very impressive. So Pimon, first question for you is, did you always know that you want to pursue this career even before joining EBA?
To be honest, not really, because back then I have to admit I didn't even know what consulting was, and also let alone that there are several types of consultancies rather than just management consulting. And I came from Thai school's arts program, so basically I have to admit I might not even know what econ really was. So coming to EBA is actually a very eye-opening experience for me. But throughout the program, basically, I have introduced myself, EBA introduced me into a variety of economics fields. So I just learned that economics was not just the economy, not just about I think a lot of you might have already learned about price, quantity, and stuff, but actually it's about all the variables around you that can actually become economics, and you can study it, you can predict it, or at least try. So I think that part is how I learned about econ, and I has chosen public economics throughout the program. And so after I did my master's, which is also in econ for development, and then I did my job in policy consulting. So actually that's how it guided me into this job. Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting. You went from knowing nothing about economics to becoming an expert now. So I wanted to ask you, how has your experience at EBA helped you throughout your career?
Okay. So I would have to divide it into 2 parts. So the first part is about how it prepared me into research, and the second part is how the program, econ and EBA actually made me become a well-rounded person. So for the research skills, so with EBA, you will get to do a dissertation, which is basically a hands-on solo experience on how you would be able to do economics research. So you will know how to raise questions, what you would expect, and how to plan it. And of course, it gets me into the master's, helped me through the master's of doing it because I basically have to do my own research over there too. And then at the end, after I finished, it helped me into policy consulting. And, sorry. And the other part about being a well-curated program. So basically, it's about, so the major allows you to take a varieties of courses. And so you have elections and compulsories that eventually, in policy consulting, you have to know a little bit of that and being able to, do a lot of stuffs. And so with this program, you can take a piece of bits and that's from all of the things and help you prep for the work. Yeah.
Totally agree. So I think like apart from the research skills that you really gained that really helped you through masters, the variety of knowledge that EBA can provide you is definitely EBA's forte. So I think that's actually very interesting. And also since we have so many high school students here today, if you could actually go back in time and tell your 12th grader self something, what would you say?
Okay, so about choosing your major, I would say choose wisely, but not be too stressful about, I don't know, what you choose. Because basically, a major right now, you're just going to be like, I don't know, 18, 20. And so it's not the end of the world. It's actually a start of your lifelong learning journey. But I would say I would want you to choose something that you're at least a little bit good at and a little bit interested in it. And maybe, I don't know, just enough for you to go through it, and then you will just like wait and see how the path actually guided you to, and then you will be surprised how you ended up at the end. Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree. And I think today one of the key takeaways that you can take from Pimon and also from us is that as a high school student, you don't exactly have to know what you're going to do with your life. I think if you don't know, it is okay. But EBA is somewhere where you can actually gain a wide range of knowledge and also a very logical thinking that you can apply to many whatever career you want to pursue in the future. So I think like today, EBA is a really interesting option for you. And lastly, what I want to say, if you're already very interested, we're going to have an EBA open house on the 11th of November. So 11/11, mark that date for us. And also don't miss out on any updates. So follow us at eba.chula on Instagram. So yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening. It's nice to meet you all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And that was the presentation from the Bachelor of Arts programs in Economics, or EBA. I'm sure that you all are very excited for everything that is waiting for you in EBA, whether it be exchange, double degrees, or even overseas educational field trips. And the key takeaway is very insightful as well. Going to university is as much about learning as it is about finding yourself. So thank you for such a wonderful session.
Right, I would also like to express my thank you for such a wonderful session. Now, before we move on to the Faculty of Law, or also known as Lbell, has anyone lost a rabbit card? Here is the rabbit card. If you or if anyone you know has lost a rabbit card, please report to staff wearing a red polo shirt or any of the ajahns in the exhibitions around the auditorium.
ขออนุญาตประชาสัมพันธ์นะครับถ้าหากว่าใครทำบัตร Rabbit หายสามารถติดต่อได้ที่สตาฟของเราที่งานนี้นะครับจะใส่เสื้อโปโลสีแดงอยู่ครับผม
Okay, now moving on to the Faculty of Law, Business and Tech Laws, or also known as Lbell. Please welcome Vice Dean, Lecturer Dr. Tang Niran, Professor Dr. Daniel Allen Rosen, and current student Mr. Hyungbin Park for a very interesting video and a presentation on the faculty. Please welcome.
If you could design your own law school, how would you do it? Immerse yourself in real-world experience. Learn exciting and cutting-edge legal issues from the experts. Become a unique lawyer who thrives in the ever-changing global economy. Here at Lbell. Bachelor of Law, Experiential Learning in Business and Tech Law. We give you the opportunity for experiential learning, a safe and supportive space for exchanging opinions and ideas. A curriculum where law, business, and technology are seamlessly integrated to prepare a new breed of lawyer for the ever-changing world. At Lbell, you can tailor your dream curriculum, more flexible and diverse selection of courses and activities. Pursue real legal cases with our internship programs, or broaden and enrich your horizons overseas with our extensive exchange programs with renowned universities worldwide. Lbell is here to empower you to be the best version of yourself. Be a lawyer, an attorney, entrepreneurs with legal expertise, legal tech innovators. The sky is your limit. Your choice, your way. Are you ready to reimagine legal education with us? Jula Lbell, Bachelor of Law, Experiential Learning in Business and Tech Law, International Program, Chulalongkorn University, Bangkok, Thailand.
Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Teddy Park. I'm a first-year student and the class representative for Lbell. And before we get started, please let me introduce you to the Vice Dean of the Faculty of the Law and the Director of the Lbell program, Dr. Arm Dungniran. Dr. Arm holds an LLB from Peking University in China, an LLM from Harvard Law School, and both the JSM and JSD from Stanford University. Please welcome Ajahn Arm.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Teddy. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir. To begin our interview session, Ajahn Arm, could you shed some light on the special features of the Lbell program that might be different from other law programs?
Yes, I think there are 4 major features of the Lbell program that makes us unique in terms of the law schools in this country. First is academic excellence. At the Lbell program, we are an interdisciplinary program. Students will have to study both business, economics, data science, and law. And they also will have to have a strong foundation on Thai law. Second is about skills enhancement. The Lbell program is famous for its project-based learning, and we will use experiential learning, which we'll talk more about. As you can see, Teddy, the name of the program is Lbell, LLB in experiential learning in business and tech law. So we focus a lot on hands-on learning in law.
May I ask you, Ajahn Arm, how is experiential learning used in the classroom? And why is it such a good way to train students to think like a lawyer?
So I think that the main thing is that we are not just lecture-based. So there are 2 components of experiential learning in the Lbell program. One is that in every semester, we will have a skill-based course. We call it Legal Skill Lab. For example, Teddy, in your first year class, you have a legal research and writing course where you will have a very small class with a professor who will actually train you the ways of legal research and writing from scratch. Another thing, Teddy, is that in this program, every student in the program will have to do internship at leading law firms in the country. And because we are such a small program with only 60 students, so the school can help all students in their placement at a leading law firms within the city.
Thank you for the interesting insights, Professor. Now, moving on, could you please tell us more about the exchange program opportunity Lbell students will have?
Yes. So the Faculty of Law has an exchange agreement with universities worldwide, both in Asia but also in Western Hemisphere. For example, we have an agreement with Peking University, National Taiwan University, the National University of Singapore, NUS in Singapore, that's in Asia. But abroad, in Europe, we have a lot of connection in Switzerland, Germany, France, and in the US, we have connection with leading universities in the US, both, for example, University of Wisconsin, University of Washington. In the UK, we have a wide range of connections with, for example, Durham University, Bristol University. So there are countless exchange opportunities in the Lbell program.
Could you tell us more about the 3+1 program? I think many students are interested in that program as well.
Sure. So you might have heard about our special and unique 3+1 program. That means that you will spend 3 years at Juฬa and then 1 year abroad. But after 4 years, you will get 2 degrees. Both the LLB, yes, both the LLB and the Masters of Law. So in your year abroad, you will study courses that will both count towards the completion of the Lbell degree, but also towards the completion of the master's degree.
I think this is very interesting is because usually for a bachelor's it takes 4 years and a master's is 2 years, but the Lbell has a special program which allows you to get a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in 4 years.
Yes, and right now we are concluding agreements on the 3+1 with University of Melbourne, which is the top law school in Australia, and also with Durham University, which I think is the top 10 law schools in the UK.
Oh, that sounds very interesting, Professor. So may I ask, finally, many students are curious about the career paths available after the Lbell program. Could you explain why it's crucial for business and tech lawyers to study law in English and to maintain a global perspective?
Sure. So I think you heard from the clip video that the sky is your limit, meaning that actually if you study at the Lbell program, you have a variety of career choices. Let me give you 3 major career choices. The first one is to be the lawyers at leading corporate law firms in the country. Actually, many of our alumni, Teddy, is the top law partners at the leading law firms in Thailand. So to get into these leading law firms, you have to have good grasp of business law, but you also have to have very strong English skills. On top of that, you have to have wider knowledge of business, technology, and also about data science. So if you study with us, this is the very direct way for you to prepare yourself to become top corporate lawyers in leading law firms. Now, the second career choice is to be what we call legal tech entrepreneurs, meaning that actually if you study the Lbell program, you're not learning about business law, but you're also learning about technology law and how you can use technology to incorporate with legal practice. There will be increasing opportunities nowadays on legal tech, and I think that the Lbell students are well equipped to immerse themselves in this new career choice. Now the final career choice, Teddy, is to be entrepreneurial with legal knowledge. Some of our students are not actually doing law directly, but they are engaging in a variety of business with legal knowledge. So they will be able to understand not just the business ways, but also the legal dimension of the business. So as you can see that in the Lbell program, we are very focused on interdisciplinary learning, meaning that in addition to legal knowledge, you will also have strong knowledge on business too.
May I ask, this isn't in the script, but could Lbell graduates become judges, prosecutors, and licensed attorneys in Thailand? Is that an option for the students as well?
Yes, that's an option for students. But actually, because at the Lbell program, we actually study all the strong foundation of Thai law. So after they graduate, they are qualified to take all the professional exams in law. So both the bar exam, the Thai lawyers license exams, our students will be qualified to take all these exams. And then if they want to become judges or prosecutors, they can also pursue that career choice.
Oh, that sounds great, Ajahn Arm. Could I ask a final question? Is that could you explain a little bit more about the university graduates who already graduated, who already holds a degree and wants to apply for the Lbell? I think Lbell is one of the few programs in Thailand that accepts people who already graduated and allows them to graduate in just 3 years instead of the regular 4 years.
So two very special features of our program. One is that we have very, very small class. We only have 60 students. And that's why we can take care of all the students very well. Actually, Teddy, with 60 students, we are the smallest law school in terms of number of students. And that makes the internship placement, for example, doable, right, with this small group of students. But another that you mentioned, the special feature of this program, is that we accept 50 students from high school graduates, and we accept 10 students from a variety of bachelor degree graduates. So for example, right, students who already took the EBA, the BBA, or the bar side program, after they graduate, if they are interested in studying law, becoming lawyers, they can also take a 3-year program with the Lbell program. So in one batch of students, we will have about 50 high school graduates plus 10 graduates from a variety of degrees, some engineering, some business, some economics. And with that, we have a diverse group of students that make experiential learning not just rewarding, but also interesting.
Oh, thank you very much, Professor. So anyone who already graduated can feel free to apply for LLBL as well. And you could get a degree in 3 years instead of the regular 4. And before ending our session, I'd like to share my personal experience with the Lbell program and offer some words of advice to students who are interested but might have some reservations. When I first considered joining the Lbell program, I had my share of concerns. It was a new program and I found myself questioning, would I be able to fit in? Would it be too challenging? However, from day one, the support from both the faculty and fellow classmates were incredible. At the Lbell, there's a genuine spirit of camaraderie where everyone wishes the best for one another. Our diverse group of students, combined with our distinguished professors from various educational backgrounds, provides unique perspectives and valuable connections. Moreover, we have renowned lecturers regularly visiting from institutions such as Oxford and Harvard, which is always enlightening. What I believe sets Lbell apart from other programs is in the range of subjects we study. We get to explore coding, data science, and even financial accounting for lawyers. These skills are indispensable in today's fast-evolving technological landscape. These skills not only prepare us for the future, but also sets us apart in the competitive legal field, not only in Thailand, but globally. In addition, we have a unique system where we can choose to specialize in business law, tech law, or both, which I believe is the first in Thailand. I'm confident that the Lbell represents the future. Additionally, I know that many of you guys are concerned about keeping up with the classes, but rest assured, a standout feature of our Lbell is, like Ajahn Arm said, is that we have a very small class size. Each semester is limited to 60 students. This environment allows us to speak freely, ask questions, and receive immediate feedback from our professors, fostering a culture of curiosity. Should we need further assistance, scheduling one-on-one meetings with professors is encouraged, and they're always eager to help. We also benefit from a group study system, which includes a Q&A session, lecture recordings, class summaries, exam review materials, and much more. Furthermore, each Lbell student is assigned a designated academic advisor to help guide their studies and careers. My advisor is Ajahn Arm, and he personally takes care of me, and then he makes sure every student has a good university life. He will take care of you and make sure you have the best education that is possible. Thank you for that, Ajanar.
Thank you very much, Teddy. And thank you all for joining us today. I hope to see you in class next year.
Thank you. And to conclude, my journey with Lbell. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I think we still have a little bit of time, so I would just like to say that my journey with Lbell so far has been nothing but positive. And to anyone on the fence about joining, I'd say take the leap. The educations, the experiences, and connections you'll gain here from are unmatched. Take advantage of the amazing opportunity available and be part of shaping the legal future, and it's a decision you won't regret. So I'd like to thank you everyone for taking the time to join us, and this is the end of the session for today, and we hope you gained a clearer understanding of the Lbell program, and please don't hesitate to reach out with us with further questions. We're always here to answer your questions and assist with the application process. Thank you again, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the open house. We'll be outside and we'll answer your questions, so please feel free, come to us and we'll answer everything you have. So thank you very much for your time again. We hope to see you outside and at Lbell again. Thank you, Dr. Arm. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Lbell, for your presentation. And just like you said, if you want any more information, you can visit the exhibition on to my right side or to your left side.
And that was the fairly new but growing faculty, the Lbell program. Up next will be the last presentation of this morning session from a new and growing program as well, from the Faculty of Political Science, the Politics and Global Studies program, or known as PGS. So, will be presented by Ms. Chachasa Puttarak and Mr. Sirawit Charan Jingyot. But for now, please welcome their presentation video.
Today we have a special guest, and she's a fourth-year student studying in UQ track, and meet PA right here. So PA, can you tell us about your experience going to UQ track and choosing PGS in general?
Sure. So I'm really happy to be in the Queensland track from my experience there and PGS program in general, because the reason why I choose PGS is because we get to learn not only about politics but also about the global studies. I choose the development track there in UQ, so we also learn about sociology and anthropology, so it's not just politics. Because you gotta balance, between like the politics and also the social science. Yeah. And from my experience in UQ, I would say it was great. Well, let's start from the city. It's a nice city, nice weather, nice people. And if you haven't seen the campus, you should check it out because it's a really beautiful campus. And with the study there, you get to choose like various subjects. There are elective courses, many interesting elective courses that you can choose from. And you also get to from one of the courses there, you also get to do like a hands-on project where you go out and get to like explore the city even better.
Do you have any comments or any suggestions for the people that are interested in UQ track on how they should prepare for their courses beforehand?
Sure. I would say you can look on the PGS website because there's a list of courses available for you to choose from. So that's a good starting point for checking the website. And I believe that you can also click on the course name, which will direct you to the UQ link, and that also explains the course a bit further. And maybe look up some interesting topics or subjects that you want, and then see how they are taught.
Okay, so the link will be pinned over here, so don't forget to check it out. So PM is also really talented, and she's in an internship at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs right now. So PM, do you know how to get into the internship? Like any advices for the people that are watching?
Yes, so I got the internship through, it's called the MFA internship program, like an official program by the MFA. So the applications will be out around January, and the process is that you write an essay about like why you're interested in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and also about yourself as well in the essay. And that's it. You send that to the MFA.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for January for the applications to be open. And next, can you tell us more about like your experience in the internship and how was it?
So I got selected to intern at the Department of International Organizations, so mainly the United Nations, but there are also other organizations that that department deals with. So throughout the internship, I get to use the skill, which are the lessons I've learned from PGS, which is like academic writing, and also applying that into writing like real articles, academic articles at the end of the day. And also about the foreign affairs, that the lessons that we learned in the previous course are also applicable to the internship course.
Wow, that's a lot. But how does the MFA internships prepare you to, you know, like kind of go into the diplomacy careers in the future? Like, does it gives you like a great foundation for students' future careers?
Yes, I would say both the PGS and also the internship prepares me for the future career, because throughout the internship, I got the opportunity as well to apply to be like the United Nations Youth Philippines. And thankfully, I got selected, and I was there at Thailand Youth Philippines for this year's United Nations General Assembly, the 17th. So I would say like all the skills that you get along the way through the internship and also through the university course here at PGS helps to build the character and helps to prepare you for the future.
Wow, that is really insightful. Thank you so much, PM. So I hope you guys like it. So yeah, see you guys next in P-Dream's interview. Hi! So now we have a special guest from the Essex track, which is P-Dream. So P-Dream is studying in PGS, and she chose the Essex track for her first 2 years of university. So now let's talk about your experiences in Essex.
I really like it there. First of all, I think that the class was really small, so the lecturer or the professors, they were like really attentive to the students. And also, if you have any questions, you can just ask them directly. You don't have to like keep it to yourself, and you have to struggle to do that. And the UK overall is really nice, I think.
Can I ask what made you choose Essex in the first place?
First of all, I think the university rank is like really high when it comes to political science. So, and also like I've read some review and like experiences from the alumni before, and also some of the professors here in the political science faculty in Chula also graduated from Essex.
Wow, that's so great for like future planning and careers. Also, how do you think about like the setting there? Like, how is the university life and the environment there?
As we all know, like the UK weather is a little bit gloomy, but in Essex it rains less than in London, so it's better. And also the university facility is really nice and beneficial for the students, in my opinion, because like they have the library, they have like gym and like tennis court and badminton court, something like that. So apart from the academic, you can also do some activities outside the classroom.
Wow. Okay, so now let's talk about P-Dream's plan in YALB programs that she has been currently doing throughout her high school year. So can I ask about the overview of the YALB program and its objectives?
So basically, YALB is an international forum where youth from ASEAN countries come together and voice their opinion to tackle the regional or like the national concerns. Yeah.
Okay, so what did you really do in those programs? Like what type of activities that you had to participate in?
So I was a moderator last year, so basically I guide and led the discussion, and also I kind of like help the delegates foster an environment where they can voice their opinion and like find a common grounds to find a resolution to the concern.
Wow. Well, could you tell us more about how this program will actually benefit you and how it helps in terms of like career finding in those type of fields?
I think in YALB I was able to leverage my leadership skills because, as I said, I led the discussion and like fostered blah blah blah, and also I was able to utilize my critical thinking skills and my soft skills that I have grown in my years here at Chula and as well as Essex. and I think it's very, very beneficial for you if you plan to, join a career revolves around like UN ambassador or something like that. Wow, that was really insightful. Thank you so much, Pidream, for giving us so much good information. So yeah, that's it for today. Bye.
Swadika. My name is Chachasa Putarak, but you can call me Ying. I am PGS4 and I'm a representative of the Essex track. So as you can see from the video earlier, you can see that we provide our students with the best opportunities. We had aim interning at the top institutions, at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and at UNGA. We also provide students with opportunities with working in private sectors apart from government sectors. We have opportunities for students to intern in as the communication officer, international development officers, and business consultant. Now, let's talk about PGS. PGS stands for Politics and Global Studies. Our program is very unique and unlike any other political science program in Thailand. We offer students the ability to customize their own education plan. They have the opportunity to choose whether they want to pursue an education abroad between two universities. The first one being the University of Essex, which is located in the UK, and the second, which is the University of Queensland, which is located in Australia. Our program is a 4-year double degree program. Your first year would be in Chulalongkorn University. Your second and third year will be at a university of your choice, and your fourth year, you'll be back at Chula. So let's talk about our second and third year that makes our program really unique. Starting off with the University of Essex. Essex is known for providing students with politics and international studies. It's really famous for this. And I didn't want to be like any other program where you just talk about the universities on a general basis. I wanted to give you an insight. So I asked my senior to give a review of what is it like studying in the University of Essex. And this is what they had to say. They said that the University of Essex is very fun and interesting. It's different from Jula in its own way. There are lecture classes, there are seminar classes. The lecture classes where you sit in a huge auditorium, and seminar classes are what we mainly have in Jula. You will sit in a small classroom and have fruitful discussions with your classmate. You have passionate lecturers talking about a particular topic, and you would have, apart from academics, you have plenty of opportunities in terms of entertainment and in terms of leisure. You have the ability to travel around the UK during your summer break and travel around Europe during your summer break as well. And this is our schedule for those who choose to learn in PGS. Your first year would be at Jula, your second and third year would be at Essex, and your fourth year would be back at Jula. So now let's move on to the University of Queensland. It's famous for research in medicine and science and technology. And I also asked a review from my senior as well, and this is what they had to say. The University of Queensland is fun and interesting, and it gives students the opportunity to immerse themselves in the environment to learn more about quantitative materials, those who are interested in data and analytical. This is the schedule. And to make it more easy and break it down for people, the difference between the University of Essex and the University of Queensland is that the University of Essex is geared towards students who want to pursue a career in the government sector, while those who are interested in University of Queensland are those who loves quantitative materials, who love quantitative subjects, and want to pursue a career in social sciences. Now, this is what everyone has been waiting for, the cost of learning in our program. So the cost on the left-hand side is what you have to pay for those who are in our 4-year program, the total cost of what you have to pay. And on the right-hand side, you could see we have a discount. We've negotiated a discount for our students. For Essex, you have to pay, you get a 20% discount, and for the University of Queensland, you get a 25% discount. And it's a really cost-effective program because if you were to go by yourself to these universities, you might end up paying double of what you're supposed to pay if you were to join Jula. And that you make friends in Jula and you make friends at the university of your choice. In the past, you never had this option. You always had to pick one over the other. Now, you don't have to. Now let's talk about PGS in Jula. PGS doesn't provide just in-class lectures. We also provide opportunities for students for hands-on and practical experiences. We get to go on trips to embassies, to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and NGOs. The most recent trip that we have been on is the Asian Development Bank, which is an NGO that's focused on eradicating poverty throughout Southeast Asia. We gave the students opportunities to be inquisitive and learn about how does an international organization functions from the inside and how does the workers get to there, what is their motivation, what are their passion. And I'm gonna leave this off and give it to my co-host to continue this talk.
Hi, so my name is August. I am the representative of the Queensland track. So apart from field trips, we have plenty of guest lecturers in order to provide students with opportunities to learn about their perspective field in an in-depth manner and an opportunity to build connections. So recently we had Mr. Nopajak, who is the editor-chief of WorkPoint, give us lectures and events hosted for PGS, orientation and lunch with dean faculty members to provide students with opportunity to create a bond with our classmates and also professors, which I think is one of the best events because the food was very good. PGS has a student council to stimulate campaigning, running for front office, and also community decision making. It's a very great experience for those eyeing a government career to be like the next president or something. Our program stands out with the PGS Global Ed series, which is an event where students learn about current global phenomena. We invited ambassadors, diplomats, and also top university professors to discuss today's crucial issues. And we also have activities with our partner university, which include a visit and question and answer Q&A session with the UQ and also Essex. So apart from activity hosted by PGS, there are plenty of events hosted by the Faculty of Political Science for students to join, which my personal favorite is the Singdam Basketball Club. But there's plenty of more for you to choose from. And also, YALPI is the Young ASEAN Leader Policy initiative, which is organized by students from Chulalongkorn University and other ASEAN countries to aim to address social issues. A classmate who participated in the YALPI has claimed that this year's theme is Beyond a Post-COVID ASEAN Recovery towards Sustainability Urban Future. So far, it has been a very fun experience, and I look forward for many years to come. And this is our contact information, so feel free to contact us if you have any questions. And thank you for your time. Thank you very much.
All right, and that was PGS, the Politics and Global Studies programs from the Faculty of Political Science. Once again, if you are interested, you can check out their exhibition right outside of our hall, right there. And before we leave for our lunch break, I would like to insert a brief intermission of Jula Open House Lost and Found. If anyone has lost their right AirPod as well as a rabbit card, please feel free to contact us, okay? We know this is very valuable. I've lost one as well, very sad, But if you lost it or you know your friend has lost it, please ask our staff. They will be wearing a red polo that says July International Affairs. So please check them out.
ค่ะขออนุญาตประชาสัมพันธ์ถ้าเกิดใครทำของหายมีทั้งบัตร Rabbit ค่ะแล้วก็มีทั้ง AirPod Max ข้างหนึ่งนะคะสามารถแจ้งสตาฟที่ใส่เสื้อสีแดงที่เขียนว่าจุฬา International Affairs นะคะขอบคุณค่ะ
ไม่ใช่ AirPod Max นะครับ AirPod Pro
เอาเหรอคะขออภัยด้วย
And I believe that this is all for our morning programs. So next up will be the time for our lunch breaks.
Yes, that is right. And we will be back at exactly 1 p.m. So we'll be seeing you all right here in an hour.
So thank you very much for being with us through such a wonderful morning. And of course, thank you to all of our presenters from each program as well. Today would not have been possible without our dedicated presenters and staff.
That is exactly right. And once again, please feel free to check out our exhibition outside the hall if any of the presentations this morning interest you.
That is
social sciences to my right or to your left, and the sciences to my left or to your right.
That is right. And we will be back at 13 a.m. for the rest of our afternoon programs of INDA, ComD, BSAC, BB Tech, CHPE, ISE, JIP, BASI, and CU Medi. So we will see you again very, very soon. But for now, bye-bye.
Have a great lunch, and we'll see you here at 1 p.m.